Hi art lovers, today I will be giving you 5 things which I do and do not do when it comes to varnishing my artworks. Number 1, non-negotiable, your artwork has to be dry. I'm one fine one to speak because the artwork that I'll be varnishing today I was working on yesterday and a little bit this morning, but look, I've got my heater out, I've got my fans out, everything, because it is winter right now, so it takes even longer, and I use oils which takes 10 times, 1,000 times longer than acrylics. Even when you think your artwork is dry, it is not. The general rule apparently is 12 months for oils and 6 for acrylics, which, look, I don't know, I try at least give it a good 2 weeks just to sit out there and dry while I work on something else, and then I'll come back and varnish it. Otherwise the varnish will show you a new way of painting. Yeah. The second thing that I do is I make sure that I use a good quality varnish. Look, I haven't used that many on the market, but where I have settled is this one, Zelco, I hope that's how it's pronounced, Artist Gloss Varnish for oil color. I do know they have one for acrylics, but I'm mainly an oil painter, so even if I do mixed media and I use acrylic, I will use the same one. Let me know what you do, what you don't do. But another thing that I do not do is I do not use an expensive brush. I just use my usual bristle brush. Just make sure that it's very clean, just wash it out, make sure it's dry, make sure the bristles aren't coming out. They do come onto your artwork. Remove it immediately. Yeah, and make sure that you do wash it afterwards, otherwise it will be, because varnish, when it dries, it's sticky, so it will become one. The third thing that I do not do, I do not varnish outside. I do not want the wind air blowing, I do not want birds pooing, I do not want flies falling on Bona. None of that. Do make sure that the area is well ventilated, it is clean, it is dust free, and nothing will be falling onto your artworks, because it will become one with your artwork, guys, and it will not move. It will not move. So yeah, do make sure that it is a well ventilated space and nothing else can come onto it. The fourth thing that I do is I make sure that I apply a thin layer of varnish. It is a bit thick, but you do want to spread it out evenly across the entire artwork and make sure that it gets into every space. One thing that I do though, which I don't think you're supposed to do, I use my hand. You know, I prefer my hand to a brush actually, just to make sure, you know, I want to be one with the painting, but I do want to make sure that it gets in evenly into all the spaces and it actually gets into the paints and the fabric. But we will do, I think we should actually do this piece that I'm doing together. I'll try to record it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Lastly, the fifth thing that I do or do not do, I make sure that my surface is flat. It's flat, it's like flat, not upright, but it's facing down, because you do not want the varnish drizzling down, I don't know what the word is, because if it does dry up like that, it will dry up like a teardrop, and you do not want that. It's not a good look. You do want to make sure that, like we were saying previously in the fourth tip, you want it to be evenly spread out, so make sure that it's on a flat surface. And a bonus thing to do is to subscribe and like. I will be putting up more videos where we will be engaging with other artists. Guys, if you have other ways of doing things or best practice, do share, let us engage. And for those who are just art lovers and want to understand what we do, how we do it, and why we do it, please feel free to ask more questions. In terms of varnishing, we do that because we want to preserve the artworks, that they may last many years after we are gone. So it's one of the ways that we do it. And if you have things that you want us to cover or want me to cover, feel free to pop it in the questions, and I'll be sure to do a video on it. So yeah, let's go. We've got an artwork to varnish, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was valuable to you in some way. Catch you in the next video with All Things Art by Mamase. Cheers. Bye.